Hey, J-Bro's popping in here. I normally don't waste my time with videos like this, but being it just started snowing and got cold out here, my blower fan for my 97 GMC to obviously keep the operation defrosted, the fan went out. Shockingly enough. I'm just going to whip out a video on how to replace the blower fan right now. This comes off super simple. This is just hung in there by this little tab that hooks right in that little hollowed out spot, and then these just rest on the little hinge points here. I was gonna get that in the video and then it just came out so easy. I'm like, oh well, that's pretty self-explanatory. And then basically this blower fan right here, this plastic housing gets taken off by those couple tabs there, and then it's just 2 lines to unplug them and 5 bolts to remove the blower. So I'm gonna reach in here because you won't be able to see what's going on anyway. Once I get that plastic thing off, I'll hop back in here. Yeah, so basically there's that purple wire that I mentioned that needed to get pulled out, and it goes into that little red tab there. This just pulls out, don't have to worry about wrecking that. And then just this black one that goes onto that little metal tab in there, and that here you just have to flex this down. And as far as that purple wire, I just ended up using this bent needle nose pliers so I could just shimmy up in there and grab that. Now basically over the top of the blower motor, this is like a rubber housing, and this here tab right there, that folds back into here, if you can see that, and there's a little plastic thing that is kind of stretched onto. So you just lift that up and pull that out to remove that. Then underneath the motor, see that little plastic tab right there? You just push this mount to that and it should just fall right down. I'll see if I can't get it out of there. Of course, you know, when it's been sitting there like that for a while, they kind of get wedged in there. I'm going to get 2 hands on that, see if I can't get it out. One thing I've noticed with almost anything when it comes to working on vehicles, or let's say dinking around with 4-wheelers or whatever, every part that they kind of put in is just, it's always in there just snugger and heck, and you sit there and think you're going to break it. And I'm not saying you wouldn't, but this here piece, you can see how oblong it is in here, and this is really flexible plastic rubber. So this here is just a wrap that goes over this, so you really don't have to worry about wrecking this, because I was sitting here thinking I was gonna wreck it, but this here was just hung up in between these 2 plastic things up here, so really no big deal. So all I know is it's these golden looking nuts. I'm going to grab the proper socket for that and get those unscrewed. Once those are unscrewed, this should just drop right out and new one will go in. I'll be right back. Like normal when it comes to the bulk of this mechanical stuff, I mean, I wouldn't even really try to, I mean, not saying you can't do it, but you get a little Barbie doll wrench like this, socket with the extender, makes it for a dream just to get to this, and you know, reaching in here to get into these tight spots. But you could get this up in there with a smaller one, but this is what I'm doing. So like they always say, it pays to have the right tools. Yeah, so here's the side-by-side comparisons on these. This one's red, this is the old one, this one's black, no big deal. The one wire, this is just a ground, so I'll take this one here and put it right there. So that will be for the other wire. Purple wire will go to this, and then these here, little washer fittings, They were off the old one. I will take those and put them into the new one, and then take this rubber off of here and slip that over on this one, and once I get to that step, I'll pop back in. Okay, what I also wanted to mention too is the bolts for this, or excuse me, the screws for this, they were, I want to say 7/32. Yeah, 7/32 for this here, and then the ground screw right here, that one is 7mm for this guy here, but it could vary from machine to machine. And then this was the cap that was here, which is where this rubber hose went in on the old one. This cap here was on this one, probably some sort of protective thing, but we need this hose from the old one to pop in to the new one. Other than that, yeah, I got these swapped over. Just pop this guy in here, and yeah, I'll get back to mounting it up. Oh, and then the part number, this is the part that I have for mine. I'm sure different company, different manufacturer, different part, but this is the part that I'm using. Pretty straightforward. I got the hose back on here, all the washers put in there, and basically it's just a matter of lining up that hose with that hole right there, and then of course just lining up the screws and sliding it up in there and tighten them up. All right, that fun and games is screwed back in there. Hose is connected. I'm going to get the two wires connected, and then it is basically on to putting this plastic rubberish cover back up on there. After that, it's just clipping this onto the glove box, and we'll just hope it works. Okay, I've got the purple wire hooked back up, the ground hooked back up, that sleeve back on. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the glove box off just now, because let's give her a test fire and see if I halfway know what I'm doing. Okay, so obviously the fan did not work before. There's a blower fan. Let's test it out. That's not too promising. I guess the only thing it could be now is a fuse, or I think they call it a retentioner or something like that. But I guess I got a new blower motor in here and it doesn't work. I can't imagine the truck needs to be started. Nope. Hopefully it's not this panel. That would suck. Alright. Epic fail. But I do have a new blower. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. J-Bros out. So I had to dive in and pull that resistor out for the blower. That's the old one here. I didn't really see anything wrong with it, but I'll tell you what, that doesn't even look near as high quality as this one. Now, I'm not a resistor expert, but this thing just looks better. So basically, the toughest, goofiest part about this darn resistor is the spot that you got to get it into, and it's like I pointed out, it sits right down in that hole, and it's very tough to get your fingers up in there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in. Got my light rested there. Obviously the blower's already set up and replaced. I'm hoping this is the last straw, that it's this resistor, because if it's not this resistor, obviously it's not the blower, then it has to be just as simple as the fuse. But with that being said, this is a 97 truck, so If it wasn't the resistor going bad, it was the blower going bad, or a combination of both. So we'll see what we can do here. Okay, I've got that resistor in there. I just popped those 2 screws back on and plug the wire in, and all I can say is please work, because I really need some defrosting in my vehicle. Let's give it a try here. Okay, let's go here. Okay, truck is on. We want the fan to come on. No fan. That sucks. Can't imagine I need the vehicle started. All right. Well, I guess that just says that it could be just as simple as just the little fuse down by there. And if it's not that, the only thing I can think it would be is maybe some of the wiring's messed up. But goodness gracious, that wiring is way up in there. All right, well, I guess I know how to do a blower and swap out a resistor, but I clearly haven't fixed the problem. Anyway, we'll leave it there. I think it's going to have to go to a professional if it's not just as simple as that fuse. Yeah, please like, subscribe, comment down below. J-Bros out. All right, back here with the GMC. Sorry it's a little bit dark in here, but so obviously I got the blower swapped out. That video is definitely legit on how to do that. Obviously I got the resistor swapped out, and that's brand new. Obviously the video on that is legit as heck. So what was the problem? Well, the fuses were good, but the connection for this fan dial, I basically brought this into a mechanic buddy of mine, and he pulled this apart. We couldn't figure out for the life of us, after we pulled this control thing out, the wire going to this control, we think might have just worked loose, because we just jiggled the wire or the connection or the connector, whatever, and the stupid fan started working. With that being said, I don't know if maybe there was some draw between the older resistor and let's say between the blower that maybe was kind of, let's say, possibly tripping this dial. I don't know, but this is operational. So what I was going to do is I was just going to buy a whole new thing of this, because this setup here is 50 bucks. Just the dial here, which you can replace, is 30 bucks. But being that we got it operational, I'm not going to do anything. But I just wanted to reiterate when I post this video that replacing the blower motor portion is legit, and the replacing of the resistor is legit. And like I said, my fuses were good, and it was just a loose wire in here. Anyway, that's fun and games. I finally have heat in my truck, so it isn't freezing cold. But please like and subscribe, comment down below. J-Bros out.